Have you ever wondered how a symbol of peace turned into a symbol of hate? Let's unravel the mystery of the swastika. The origins of this emblem can be traced back to the Neolithic period, which is a testament to its enduring presence in human history. It's a symbol that's been etched into pottery, carved into walls, and painted onto ancient canvases. In the tapestry of human culture, the swastika has been woven into the fabric of societies far and wide. From the sun-baked plains of India to the snowy peaks of Japan, from the bustling cities of China to the sacred lands of Native Americans, this symbol has made its mark. But it wasn't a mark of hate or division. It was a sign of peace, prosperity, and good fortune. Let's travel back in time to India, where the swastika in Sanskrit means well-being. It was and still is a sacred symbol in Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism, often seen in temples and religious festivals. Next, we venture to the Far East, to China and Japan, where the swastika, known as the Wan and Manji, respectively, symbolizes eternity. It often graces Buddhist temples and artifacts, a sign of the eternal cycle of life. And then we journey to the Americas, where the swastika was used by Native American tribes like the Navajo. Here, the swastika represented healing and the whirling log, a symbol of well-being. So this symbol, now often associated with hate, started its journey as a beacon of positivity, a sign of well-being, a symbol of the eternal cycle of life, and a representation of healing. It's hard to fathom how a symbol with such a rich and positive history could have its meaning so drastically distorted. So the swastika started as a sign of good fortune, but how did it become infamous? Let's dig deeper. As we step into the early 20th century, the swastika takes on a new and sinister meaning. The dawn of the 20th century brought about significant global changes, and with it a transformation of the swastika's symbolism. In the 1920s, a political party in Germany adopted the swastika as its emblem, the National Socialist German Workers' Party, also known as the Nazi Party. The swastika was chosen by none other than Adolf Hitler, the party's infamous leader. Hitler was intrigued by the swastika's ancient origins and the power it held as a symbol of good fortune and prosperity, but his fascination was twisted by a dark and dangerous ideology. In his book Mein Kampf, Hitler wrote about his decision to use the swastika as the Nazi Party's symbol. He saw it as a representation of struggle for the victory of Aryan man. Hitler believed that the Aryan race was superior and that the swastika was a symbol of that supremacy. The swastika under Hitler's regime became a symbol of Aryan identity and German nationalistic pride. The once peaceful swastika was transformed into a symbol that instilled fear and represented oppression. It was displayed on the Nazi Party's flag, on banners, uniforms, and even on buildings. It became a tool of propaganda, used to rally support for the party's hateful ideology. The adoption of the swastika by the Nazi Party was a pivotal moment in the symbol's history. It marked a departure from its ancient peaceful origins and set it on a path of infamy. The swastika, a symbol that once signified well-being and good fortune, was now associated with a regime that brought immense suffering and devastation upon the world. The transformation of the swastika's meaning in the early 20th century is a stark reminder of how symbols can be manipulated and used for evil purposes. It serves as a cautionary tale about how a positive symbol can be twisted into something negative when placed in the wrong hands. And so, a peaceful symbol was turned into an emblem of hate and oppression. World War II ends, but the legacy of the swastika lingers on. As the dust of the Second World War settled, the swastika, a symbol that had once held positive connotations in many cultures, was forever marred by the atrocities committed under its banner by the Nazi regime. It became a symbol of hatred, bigotry, and anti-Semitism, a stark reminder of the horrors of the Holocaust. In the immediate aftermath of the war, the swastika was banned in Germany and other countries affected by the Nazi reign. This was an attempt to erase the painful memories associated with the symbol, and to prevent its use as a rallying point for those who still harbored Nazi ideologies. However, the swastika didn't fade into obscurity as many had hoped. Instead, it was adopted by neo-Nazi and white supremacist groups who used it as a sign of rebellion and a statement of their extremist beliefs. These groups, although small in number, have managed to keep the symbol alive in the public consciousness, often making headlines for their brazen displays of the swastika in public spaces. The swastika's association with hate crimes has only reinforced its negative image in the West. From graffiti on synagogues to racially motivated attacks, the swastika is often present, a chilling calling card left by those who wish to spread fear and division. In response to this, many countries have implemented legal restrictions on the display of the swastika. Germany, Austria, Hungary, Poland, and France, among others, have laws prohibiting the use of Nazi symbols, including the swastika. These laws are enforced with hefty fines and even prison sentences, showing the seriousness with which these countries take the issue. The swastika, once a beacon of peace, is now a sign of hate, but there's more to its story. In the 21st century, the swastika's story continues to evolve. This ancient symbol, which has seen its fair share of controversy, remains a topic of discussion, debate, and even discord in our modern world. Today, the swastika is a symbol that elicits a mixture of reactions. In the West, it is predominantly associated with the atrocities of the Second World War, a potent emblem of hate and intolerance. However, there are those who are making earnest attempts to reclaim its original, more peaceful meaning. These efforts are often met with resistance, as the symbol's association with the Nazi regime is deeply ingrained in the collective memory. These attempts at reclamation are not without controversy. Some argue that the swastika's original meaning has been irrevocably tainted by its use in the 20th century. Others maintain that allowing the symbol to remain a symbol of hate gives power to those who used it for evil. This debate continues, a testament to the swastika's enduring impact on our collective consciousness. But it's not just in the West that the swastika has a presence. In many Eastern countries, the swastika never lost its positive connotations. In places like India and Japan, the swastika is a symbol of good fortune and well-being. It adorns temples, homes, and businesses, a stark contrast to its vilification in Western society. This difference in interpretation underscores the cultural divide in the perception of the swastika. While in the West it is a symbol of hate, in the East it is a symbol of peace and prosperity. This dichotomy serves as a powerful reminder of how context and history can shape our understanding of a symbol. The swastika's story is one of transformation, controversy, and reclamation. Its journey from a symbol of peace to a symbol of hate, and now, for some, back to a symbol of peace, is a powerful testament to the enduring influence of symbols in our lives. The swastika's journey from peace to hate and back to peace is a poignant reminder of the power of symbols in our lives. The swastika's shocking history is a testament to the fluidity of symbols. From its earliest origins, the swastika was seen as a symbol of good fortune, a beacon of positivity, widely recognized and revered across different cultures. This ancient emblem, which once graced the walls of temples, the pages of sacred texts, and the heart of cultural artifacts, has a history that is as rich as it is varied. Yet, in the early 20th century, the swastika underwent a profound transformation. Co-opted by the Nazi Party, it became a symbol of hate, a chilling emblem of a regime that wrought destruction on an unimaginable scale. The swastika, once a sign of goodwill and prosperity, was now a stark representation of intolerance and oppression. The world watched in horror as this ancient symbol was twisted and warped, its original meaning overshadowed by the atrocities committed under its banner. The post-World War II era saw the swastika firmly established as a symbol of hate in the Western world. Yet there are ongoing efforts to reclaim its original meaning. In many cultures, especially in the East, the swastika continues to be a symbol of well-being and good fortune. The fight to restore the swastika's original identity is a complex and challenging one, fraught with emotional and historical hurdles. This tumultuous journey of the swastika underscores the power of context in shaping the meaning of symbols. It reminds us that symbols, in and of themselves, are devoid of meaning. We, as a society, as individuals, imbue them with significance. We have the power to shape their narratives, to dictate their stories. The meaning a symbol carries is not set in stone. It is fluid, changeable, malleable to the whims of time and circumstance. Remember, symbols have no inherent meaning. We give them meaning. The swastika is a stark example of this, its history a shocking reminder of the power we hold over symbols.